Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make this video on the candlestick pattern, the dark cloud cover. I'm going to show you here over on Investopedia.com, really good resource that we use. You can really look up anything you want and get a definition on it, and they make things just very simple. So I'm going to read the definition of the dark cloud cover. I'm going to show you a few examples, some really good ones, some very close ones, because again, when trading, nothing's ever perfect. There's some patterns that look really great and then other ones that are very close, and we just try to tell people and stress that people don't get bogged down in the minutia and the, hey, is this a dark cloud cover? Is it 100% exact? Sometimes you might get it 80 or 85 or 90% exact, and it might not be totally there, but you just kind of got to get an understanding of what's actually going on and what its purpose is. So the dark cloud cover. What is a dark cloud cover? The dark cloud cover in candlestick charting is a pattern where a black candlestick follows a long white candlestick. It can be an indication of a future bearish trend. It all depends on what color your charts are. It could be green or red as well. So if you look over here, you'll see that the opening price you'll see is above the high of day. So you'll see, breaking down the dark cloud cover, essentially the large black candle is forming a dark cloud over the preceding bullish trend. So it's kind of in an uptrend, and you'll see a big dark cloud forming over the previous green or white candle. The dark cloud must have a closing price that is within the price range of the previous day, but below the midpoint between the opening and closing prices of the previous day. So kind of like, you can see the midpoint kind of like right here. It's a little bit below. So I'm going to show you some that are, fall in this category, and then some that might be right at the midpoint. Don't totally discount it just because it's right at the midpoint. Again, it's important to just understand what's happening in the grand scheme of things, not get totally bogged down in the minutia of it. So let's take a look at MO. You'll see MO was in an uptrend, right? And you can see a big green candle. Then you'll see that this candle, let me kind of zoom in here a little bit. Zoom over here. Big green candle. This red candle opened above the previous high, or the high of the previous candle, closed down more than halfway. Halfway is probably right around there. Closed halfway. And then you'll see you had kind of this confirmation candle when you go back over here. Confirmation candle, right? So that's probably like a perfect dark cloud cover that you're going to see. Not all of them are going to be completely perfect, but as you can see, what was this doing? It was in an uptrend, reversed, came back down, confirmation candle, and look, hey, no coincidence that that confirmation candle held right at that 9 EMA. These moving average lines play a very, very important part in support and resistance. All right, let's look at some other videos here, or other examples. TIVO, T-I-V-O. All right, so we'll go back here. TIVO was in an uptrend. You can see it was a little bit overextended, kind of, a little bit over here on the RSI overextended. You'll see a big green candle. The opening price of the red candle was above the previous high of the green candle, came back down, and you'll see those dots that you see on my chart are the 5 SMA. You'll see that this little confirmation candle held right at the 5 SMA. Sometimes it'll break down. Sometimes you might not even get, you might get a different looking candle. Again, just keep an example or just get a gauge on this candle is giving a dark cloud. It's kind of covering this green one, potentially bearish reversal sign. Sometimes it'll hold, sometimes it'll break down, so you might see a confirmation candle that held here, and then price could start to fall. Again, you got to look at patterns, and then patterns within patterns as well. They all tell a story. Oops, let me do this. Let me go back up to A. Let's look at this one. I thought I had one for A. Did I remove it? Let me take a look here. Oh, there it is, back over here. Okay, price was in an uptrend up here. You can see price, it opened on the bearish candle a little bit above the high of this green one here, came down, and yeah, it actually did a little bit more than 50% of this green candle. You had this kind of smaller kind of candlestick here, kind of like a hammer, kind of a doji-ish kind of thing here. And as you can see, it couldn't hold, and then it kind of just broke down. So it's a bearish sign. So again, dark cloud cover, several different examples. Let's look at ABBV. And that one's way back over here. And so you can see price is in an uptrend. Price on the right red candle here opened above the top high of that green candle, came back down, confirmation candle, and there you go, broke down. All right, so that's a perfect example of one that reversed and broke down. Some hold, some break down. Gotta just, again, be aware of everything. Again, see the candlesticks and the patterns, and then see what's happening in relation to the moving average lines and the other technical indicators. Very, very important. Let's take a look at ABT. ABT back over here. So this one's, you know, kind of close. So again, so you see a big green candle. Red candle covered the green one. Now it closed about halfway through. So you don't want to discount and be like, oh, it's only halfway through, so it's not a complete dark cloud cover. Again, be aware of price is overextended, price is far away from the moving average lines, wants to pull back. Here's kind of like that confirmation candle, and as you can see, it kind of just traded sideways and then broke down. So don't discount it because it's not more than 50%. It's right about 50%. Understand what the pattern is doing in relation to the moving average lines and the other technical indicators. So that's a very close looking dark cloud cover for ABT. Let's take a look at Adobe, ADBE. Adobe back over here. So price is moving up, big green candle, red candle opened above the previous high of the green candle, came down just about 50%, confirmation candle, and actually this one continued upwards. So don't discount it because it's not halfway through or it's not at the total top. You know, again, you got to be aware of these patterns. Sometimes they're going to break down and sometimes they're going to continue upwards. This is one that's a perfect example of it continuing upwards because look, again, look in relation to the moving average lines, hit resistance twice here at the 20 EMA, fell back down, got a little hammer here on the 9 EMA, and it went upwards. So there's examples of these things that are reversal patterns but might not reverse. Again, so it's very important to just study them, see what these patterns do, look at several examples, and just be aware of these patterns. In the stock market, nothing's ever 100%. Patterns are never 100%. And price will never do exactly 100% what you want it to do. Always changes, always got to be aware of what's happening. So let's look at A over here. Price went up here, big green candlestick. Price opened above it, came down, well, a little bit more than half right there. And then you'll see this kind of candlestick right here, this smaller little body. And then, I don't know if, I already showed that one. That's okay. Hey, you know what? Repetition is the key, right? LNT. So this one right up here, big green candle, kind of came down about 50%, you know, not a little bit more than 50. But again, just seeing, you know, potential reversal, small little confirmation candle, and then it kind of just broke down and a little bit down to the moving average lines and then traded sideways. Again, remember reversal patterns, but a reversal pattern doesn't mean the thing will tank. It just means, hey, what's going to happen when it starts hitting these support levels? Very key, especially these moving average lines. KMX. All right. So this one right here, big green candle, price opened above, came down. Now it's a little bit higher than 50%. Not, you know, it's hovering. Be aware of it, what it's doing. Smaller kind of confirmation candle. Where is this little candle or what this doji doing? It's bouncing off the 50 SMA. So when you look at these patterns and then you layer the moving average lines, you can see, oh, price is moving up, price, the further away it gets to the move from the moving average lines, it wants to move back down. It's just a matter of when, and then see what happens when these candles, you'll start to see 1, 2, 3 tests of that 50 moving average line. So again, you can see maybe not a complete and totally perfect dark cloud cover, but understand what it's doing in relation to everything else. CHK. Let's go back over here. So this one was kind of heading upwards here. You'll see a big red candlestick covered about 50% of this green candle. Smaller one right here, right above the 9, kind of held here, and then it started to break down. So let's take a look at maybe 1 or 2 more here. GBTC. Again, I like to show you several different examples. So this is kind of a different looking one right here. This chart's a mess. This is a Bitcoin ETF. So you see not really a big green candle. You see this big kind of hammerish kind of candle here. But you can see price, big red candle came in and kind of, you can even say maybe it's engulfing. You could even say it's an engulfing one. But you can kind of look at it and say, okay, well, what's it doing in relation to it? Well, it is covering it. You did have a smaller kind of candle here right at the moving average line. So it's not like your perfect dark cloud cover. But again, look at what's actually happening. Price is super overextended on the RSI, wants to move back to the moving average lines, and you can see this here. So again, don't get totally caught up in the minutia of everything. If you're not a member of our community yet on Facebook, come and join us. We are the Bullish Bears. You will see right up here, we call ourselves the stock market community, just to differentiate ourselves from our fan page over here. So make sure to like and follow our fan page as well as join our Facebook group. You will notice when you join our community, we keep all the spammers, the trolls, and the stock pumpers out. So we run a really good, clean Facebook group. So if you want to join a community of other traders around the world, make sure to come and join us. Also, too, if you have not been over to our website, head over to bullishbears.com. You'll have the links below. And you'll see over on our website, we'll have several different trade rooms over here. We have a day trade room. We have a swing trade room, a futures trade room, other great areas of support. So not only do we have our Facebook community, we also have our trade rooms that are open 24/7. So you can talk to traders from around the world anytime, day or night. And it's a really helpful resource, especially if you're new and just getting started in the stock market. It's nice to have other traders around the world as support. So we have our several different trade rooms, our Facebook group. We also do watch lists and trade alert setups every night. We send out key breakout and breakdown areas on our alert service each night. We are not stock pumpers. We do not call out entries and exits. We help to teach you to become your own trader. So again, we help to guide you, but we're not calling entries and exits because we are not stock pumpers. So make sure you read about our alert service over here if you want to know how our trade alerts work. We do also have thousands of dollars worth of free courses over here to help you get started. So if you're new, give yourself a few months to get comfortable with trading. It takes many traders, a few months, if not a year plus, before they get really comfortable. And that's why we suggest taking our free courses and then practice in a virtual account like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers to really get comfortable. Make a few hundred practice trades, practice in our trade rooms, talk to other traders around the world, and just get yourself comfortable with trading. And then when you're really comfortable, then start trading with real money. You'll see right here, we also have our ebook, so make sure to grab that. We have a free Candlesticks ebook as well as our wallpaper backgrounds as well. So we offer so much value to our community members. So if you are not a member yet, make sure to just click the subscribe button over here and you can come and join our community. And also don't forget, if you like this video, make sure to like it, comment on it, and share it. We would greatly appreciate it. And we will see you in our community. Enjoy.